And now, Vietnam. Hello everyone, I'm Mai from the Vietnamese team. Today, I'd like to share with you our group's opinions about Vietnamese eating habits. As you know, Vietnamese cuisine is varied and unique. People prefer to use fresh ingredients, various herbs and vegetables, and little dairy or oil in cooking. Additionally, different sauces such as fish sauce, shrimp paste, and soy sauce are added to boost the flavor of meals. Vietnamese people have no concept of a full course meal that serves a starter, main course, and dessert. A typical meal consists of rice, soup, stir-fried or boiled vegetables, and main dishes cooked from meat, fish, egg, or tofu. They also present a harmonious combination of broth, meat, and vegetables. Rice is regarded as a staple and plays an integral part in people's eating habits. All dishes are usually put on a circular tray, neatly with a small bowl of fish sauce in the middle. In some families, especially in urban areas, people place the food on a table. The main principle of dining in Vietnam is sharing. Therefore, normally, there is a big dish or bowl of each dish and people use chopsticks and spoons to get their food instead of knives and forks as Western people do. Besides, people love chatting with each other during meals to build a strong emotional connection with their friends and among family members. One of the significant features of Vietnamese eating habits is that hosts pick up food for guests to show their hospitality. What's more, eating out in Vietnam isn't really a frequent option when it comes to people's eating habits. In conclusion, Vietnamese people form healthy eating habits and our food is quite tasty. That's what our group wants to share. Thank you very much for listening. If you have any questions, please just ask. Hello, and welcome to our cultural program. Today, we're going to talk about traditional crafts in Vietnam, their benefits and challenges, as well as some ways to overcome these challenges. Okay, as you know, Vietnam is rich in traditional crafts such as embroidery, pottery, basket weaving, silk weaving, stone carving, and bronze casting. These crafts are usually passed down from generation to generation in craft villages. Many craft villages have become places of interest for both locals and foreigners. Some of them are Bát Tràng Pottery Village, Tay Ho Conical Hat Village, Non Ngoc Marble Village, and Ha Dung Silk Village. On one hand, traditional crafts have many benefits, such as providing employment, preserving cultural heritage, and helping develop tourism. Firstly, traditional crafts provide many people, especially young ones in rural areas, with job opportunities. Now, besides farming, they can live on handicraft making or other follow-up services. Secondly, traditional crafts help preserve cultural heritage, which is shown through sophisticated handicrafts by skillful artisans. In addition, more and more tourists like visiting craft villages and buying handicrafts as souvenirs. Therefore, local tourism will develop quickly. On the other hand, Vietnamese craftsmen have faced some challenges. As tourism develops, handicrafts are at risk of losing authenticity. They may be made for the commercial demands of tourists rather than for the real purpose of art. Waste treatment and pollution are other issues in craft villages because waste is often directly released into the local environment without proper treatment. And there's a lot of competition from other countries like China or India. So how can we deal with these problems? Well, I think traditional craft skill competitions and handicraft exhibitions should be held so that artisans can try to sharpen their skills, learn from each other, and promote their products. To reduce pollution, villagers should try to find ways to reuse and recycle waste. The government should also help develop waste treatment facilities in each craft village. Moreover, artisans need to change the designs of their product and improve the overall quality to attract more customers. That's all for this week's program. Hope that the given information is useful for you. Thank you very much. Please stay tuned for next week's episode.
Grandma, what is this?
This is a palm leaf grasshopper, my dear.
How cool! I've never seen this item before.
We used to weave it in the past. Nowadays, few people do that.
No wonder I find it unfamiliar. So, beside this activity, what did you used to do for fun when you were a teenager?
Well, kids in my days did a lot of outdoor physical activities like flying kites, playing football, or swimming in the river. We used nature as our playground and often went barefooted. We also met and talked face to face, not on a screen like today.
It sounds nice. I think it was a healthy lifestyle.
Yes, this lifestyle kept us healthy and fit. We didn't have to worry about getting fat. Hence, you should spend more time outdoors.
Well, I think you're right. And did you watch much TV?
In the past, we did not have a TV. We could only listen to music or news on the radio.
I can't imagine that. I feel so lucky that we have television now. It's much more interesting.
I couldn't agree more. Life is much easier now.
Do you miss the past, Grandma?
I suppose I do. Sometimes I wish I could go back to that time. Good morning. This is Mary from Magic Number. How may I assist you?
Hello, Ms. Mary. My name's Nam. I'm from Ho Chi Minh City, and I'm in the last year of high school. Yesterday, one of my classmates forced me to do his homework for him. I said no, as I thought it wasn't fair, but he said if I didn't do it, he would make my life difficult. I'm a bit worried, and I don't know what to do. If you were me, what would you do?
I understand how difficult this situation must be, Nam. If I were you, I would talk about this with someone. Have you thought about turning to your teacher for help? I think you and your teacher would be able to find the best solution together.
That's a good idea. Why didn't I think of that? Thank you for your advice. I'll talk to her tomorrow.
It's my pleasure, Nam. Let me know if there's anything else I can do for you. I'm happy to help.
That's all. Thank you again. Goodbye, Ms. Mary.
Goodbye, Nam. What are you doing, Nam?
I'm searching for some information about man-made wonders of Vietnam for our project.
Oh, right. I forgot about that. It just slipped my mind. Can you share what you have found out?
Vietnam has a great variety of man-made wonders ranging from prehistoric monuments, historical cities and towns, fortifications, Buddhist shrines, Hindu temples, to tunnels and tombs. Listed as World Heritage Sites by UNESCO, many of these wonders attract a large number of tourists each day. Among them I am especially impressed by the complex of Hue monuments, Hoi An Ancient Town, Tung Long Imperial Citadel, and Mi Son Sanctuary.
Wow, I hope that I can visit these places sometime.
Me too. However, it's reported that many of our man-made wonders have been damaged. Many roads, hotels, factories, etc. have been built around our man-made wonders. This leads to negative changes in local landscapes. In addition, hordes of tourists visit these wonders every day, causing overcrowding, ecological disaster, and environmental issues. What's worse, many valuable things have been stolen from the wonders. Meanwhile, local governments don't have long-term measures to protect them from severe weather conditions.
Yeah, it's really serious. So, what should we do to protect and preserve these wonders?
I suggest that the government should limit the number of tourists visiting them every day.
That's a good idea. I'd like to suggest raising money to restore and preserve them. We can hold a campaign to ask for donations from individuals and organizations.
That's right. And I think it would be a good idea to put valuable things in high-security places.
I couldn't agree more. I hope many defensive measures will be taken to protect and preserve our man-made wonders.
So do I.
The first time I was in Hanoi was in 1985. The road system was simple back then. Most people rode bicycles, and there were few motorbikes on the road. In addition, the tram system was a very popular means of transport in the city at that time. I used to travel around Hanoi by tram. Thus, its image and clanging sounds have gone deep into my heart and mind. Now, I am coming back to Hanoi after more than 30 years. The city has changed dramatically. Flyovers, elevated walkways, and high-rise buildings are mushrooming. In addition, there has been a sharp increase in the number of vehicles there. Most of them are motorbikes and cars. The tram system has completely disappeared, and I can only see a few bikes in the street. Unsurprisingly, the roads are much busier than in the past, and traffic jams often occur, particularly at rush hour. To solve this problem, 2 SkyTrain systems have been built in the city. I think it is a beneficial project, and I can hardly wait to travel on a SkyTrain. Now, to get around the city, I have many transportation options such as bus, motorbike taxi, or eco-friendly electric cars. However, on this visit, I am spending most of the time walking around to discover every corner of Hanoi. I prefer the elevated walkways to using the pavement on the busy roads in the city because it's much safer for pedestrians and there is less pollution.